Yes boys, welcome to another YouTube video. This is gonna be a mental video, guys. Really looking forward to doing this one because this is as personal as it gets. I'm gonna tell you guys about my story, how I brainwashed myself into becoming successful at a young age. Yeah, my story basically. So this is actually gonna be a mental video to you guys. I hope you guys will be very inspired. Yeah, that's what I hope you guys will be, very inspired, and this is as personal as it gets. So yeah, man, let me run you through my story to you guys. So yeah, my story. So what's my story? So you guys, you might have been following me for a while or you have not, but I'm gonna tell you from the very start. So while I was in school in 2023, I told everyone I would be rich. I told everyone every single day. I went to school, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I told everyone in my football team, everyone in my handball team, everyone I used to play tennis, I told everyone I would be rich, and everyone laughed at me. Quite clear, you know. Very clear. And this was during Mr. Top G era. You know who I'm talking about, and he inspired me a lot actually. And yeah, so everyone laughed at me, and I joined the real world, Mr. Top G's mentorship, or it isn't even that much, but yeah, basically it's mentorship. And with one of my friends, shared subscription, so we would pay every 2 months instead of every month, because we barely had the money to it, and that was a very good decision. But what really happened, I had made no money and quit after a couple of months. So I barely even tried. I just went through all the course content and never took any action. So I just quit a couple of months, and I thought this is too hard, so that's my story, especially in the beginning. So yeah, really inspired by Mr. Top G, and yeah, of course everyone laughed at me, like, what are you supposed to do? And yeah, made close to no money, or not close to no money, I made no money and quit after a couple of months. So yeah, man, so between 2023 and December 2024, I never really did any online business stuff. Like between 2023 and 2024, never did any online business stuff, never. But during Christmas of 2024, one of my friends told me about his business model. Very good friend of mine, you can check him up on IG. He's doing very well right now, jack.flowly. And what he was doing was faceless TikTok and Insta pages. So I thought, alright man, this is money. I don't need to show my face, people are not gonna have an opinion of me. And he made around 3k USD per month, and I thought he was balling, bro. Like, everything seemed so easy. We were 16 years old, like 3k a month at 16, he's balling, and I understood that I could not miss this chance. So he started teaching me how he did it. So he basically became my mentor for free. And during this time, when he was teaching me, I started copywriting and affiliate marketing as well. So I did 3 businesses at the same time. I thought the more businesses I do, the better. But that ain't the case. So 6 months passed and I made close to no money. Like 6 months passed, we're in the middle of 2025, and I made close to no money. So this was like faceless TikTok pages and Instagram pages. I was cooked. And yeah, man. So June of 2025 came around, and I was completely lost, close to no money to my name. And faceless pages started to die out. My friend business, who was balling before, started to decrease, and I understood that I can't make close to good money doing this. Like, I'm never gonna reach 10k per month doing this. That was what I thought at the time. So I was completely lost. During this time I was completely lost, and my friend started to get a little bit lost as well, because his business decreased. And like, I was so lost. But then cold callers, like, you probably see it, you seen these London cold callers, right, in UK. Like, I can name a few here and there, the same age as me. Like, I'm thinking, as these guys don't even know me, but like Tamer Usman, I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. And like, who do we have more? We have the Master Muji, and we have Hieronymus Ellis, and like, who else? Like, Albi, I think that's his name. Like, my English is not that great, but these guys started popping up on my For You page, the same age as me. And I was so amazed that these guys had the courage to do that, because I thought, what are all these people thinking about them? Because they got millions and 100,000 of views. I was like, what are all these people thinking about them at school? And are they really even making any money, or is it just for the content? So they were in my exact situation. They were even before, like, ahead of me, and it just looked like they were making money. So I decided to try it out, and I started my first proper agency. And this also got me interested in the construction niche, because these guys were doing it. Because during this time I also started my personal brand more seriously, with the goal of documenting my journey to 10k USD per month. If you actually watch my first ever YouTube video, I actually say that. But yeah, so these guys started popping up. I started making my first cold call dials, and like, it was so scary, not gonna lie. I started posting it, and that was even more scarier. So yeah, this time, like, this was summer times, like, I was pretty lost. And you can see my personal brand on TikTok. Like, the content I posted before my cold call videos, you can go back and watch it. Like, I was cooked, like, I was so cooked. And yeah, man, managed to gain, like, not like these guys in London or UK managed to get, but I managed to get a decent amount of views, like 250,000 views on one video. I think it's at right now. And also, my name was Felix.Scales, because yeah, obviously breast scales. Who else? So this was how I started out properly, you know. And yeah, after almost 6 months of working in my agency super hard, like, I'm talking every day after school, every day. Yeah, I did that for 6 months, and now I had 1 year of online business experience. Was reached during December 2025, because I started in December 2024. You get the connection. And yeah, at this point I was making 4 figures per month. Decent. And I had a decent business with very little cost. Like, I didn't have much cost at all. But this was also during this time, September periods, October periods, where I started setting up, you know, the legal stuff in Sweden, so I actually paid taxes. But I basically knew that the input I was giving was not reflecting the output, so I had to keep going. Detachment. You've probably seen people on your For You page talking about that. That's a big thing, and it's very important to, you know, detach yourself from the results, because the input you give now, you may see that in 3 months. So detachment, very key. But as I said, this was by far not enough. I couldn't live on my agency if I were to, for example, drop out of school. I couldn't live on my agency. I knew I had to change something in my agency. At this point, I was just relying on cold calls to gain clients, and I had no team. That's not scalable. You're not gonna get to 10k per month if you're doing that right now. But yeah, not scalable at all. And I actually made a New Year resolution to quit cold calls and start paid ads in 2026. To go paid ads in paid advertisement, because I saw, like, people that I kind of even looked up to in Sweden actually. They were like 1 year older than me. They were doing paid ads, so I was like, bro, I gotta do that as well. I can't be doing this flipping cold calls every day. But yeah, man, this, as you guys see, this is actually a meeting with a high ticket closer for the biggest agency in the Nordics for, I don't know the English word, but for car, it's not car rentals, but it's something like that. I don't really know, I don't care. But yeah, this is 4 figures per month. Like, life was decent, but I was working pretty much with the outreach, but that was not giving me really what I wanted. Managed to link up with some entrepreneurs, as you can see right here, and sort of get some connections, not that much. And this is Jack Flowley, the guy I talked about before. And yeah, man, while in school, not flew out, but I took a bus to see some nice cars, just get inspired during Christmas. But yeah, so now it's May 2026 and my agency are doing 12k USD per month. Come on now, guys, come on. I managed to make over 10k per month at the age of 17. Like, come on now, come on. And I work with some of the best people in the construction niche in Sweden, and my agency excuse me, I'm a little bit sick, and my agency have generated over 1.5 million USD in client revenue. And working with one of the biggest clients in HVAC in Sweden as well, which is kind of insane. I signed him as my first client. So yeah, and I managed to travel to my clients IRL. And I also documented the entire journey across TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Bunch of value to catch there. If you haven't seen all my content, you can just scroll back down and then scroll up and you see the whole journey. Kind of inspiring, not gonna lie. And I also managed to network with 9 figures entrepreneurs and gain a decent following on social media. And yeah, not like I'm not famous or anything, but my followers are starting to go up, and now lately I've been increasing the quality of my content as well. And I did all of this while in school, 8 hours per day, 5 times a week. Come on now, pure dedication and hard work in my opinion. So I'm not gonna lie, there were a bunch of sleepless nights. I felt so lonely sometimes, but at the end of the day it was worth it. As you guys can see, it's like a picture, like that's like 13k per month in Sweden, in Swedish crowns. Like a week I managed to make 6k, so kind of insane. And yeah, man, that's pretty much the entire journey. I could go in more in depth, but this is a basic guide of it and how it was. So that's kind of how it was, really. And I'm so glad I documented everything. That was the biggest. If you're starting your agency right now and you're so sure that you're gonna get to 10k per month and you will not give up, start documenting, bro, because in 1 year's time it's gonna be so worth it. You can just look back at all the content. So yeah, kind of sick. I do also want to let you guys know, for those of you that stayed in the end, I do want to let you guys know that I'll be launching my mentorship program in a couple of months, where I help agency owners scale past 10k USD per month. And this will, like, I don't want to be a guru, selling a course. I'm not gonna push it much, but I just want to tell you guys this will take a lot of time to build up, so it won't be this or next month. But I will not push it. If you don't feel like you want to get mentored by me, completely fine. And if, for example, I don't know if I will take the sales course or not, but if, for example, we sit on a call and I say, all right, man, this is kind of how the program is laid up, I'm not gonna try to sell you, really. I just want to help you guys, and that's my purpose of social media. And now you guys, all right, so this guy want to help us, but he's charging, like, what the hell? And yeah, man, there's a reason for that. If I'm gonna help for free, then you're not gonna be dedicated, I'm not gonna be dedicated as much. And yeah, man, I would like to say that I've been in the online business game 1.5 years, agents game a year. so I know what I do. And as I said, I will not push it. So yeah, however, if you feel like you want to get help by someone who has already done the journey and scale past 10k USD per month, and you want to do that with your agency as well, I'm your guy. You know, especially if you maybe from the Nordics, otherwise outside is good as well. But yeah, everything is documented, so I would recommend before you, like now you can't even book a call, but in the future if you want to book a call, I would recommend to check out all my content before you do that, to actually see that I'm legit. But yeah, man, if you made it this far, in respect of Mohamed Salah, comment Salah right now to see how many of you guys actually made it this far, in respect for Mo Salah's last season at Liverpool. So yeah, man, I think this was one of my best videos by far. Yeah, man, let me know what you guys thought about the video. I thought this was one of the best videos by far, as I said. But yeah, man, I'm just gonna write it like this. But yeah, man, just comment whatever questions you have and comment Salah if you made it this far. And I'm really privileged to be able to speak to you, to have a social media platform. Yeah, man, documented everything. So drop a question if you got something. I will happily answer you, or DM me on Instagram, and drop a subscribe. Yeah, man, see you guys in the next one. Peace.